Hello and welcome to WJTS Inform. I'm your host, Bill Potter. We continue to meet candidates who are running for office, and we're going to meet someone who is unopposed on the Republican ticket running for Dubois County Council District number 3. That is Charmian Klem. Charmian, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me, Bill.
Well, I think first of all, Charmian, let's find out a little bit about yourself.
Okay.
Who are you, and tell us about yourself.
Okay, my name's Charmian Klem. I was born a Steckler from St. Henry. Jerry and Marcia are my parents. They have an organic cheese business, Steckler Grass-Fed, if you've heard of that. I grew up on that farm, I think since I was 6 years old, oldest of 8 children, 7 of which were girls, so hard work was required and expected of me. Okay. On that farm. Mary and Gilbert Steckler are my grandparents on my dad's side. Bob and Jeannie Wagner from Ireland are my grandparents on my mother's side. And in 2004, I married Barry, and I was adopted into the Klem family from Brettsville. We have 2 children, Nora, she's 5, and Ty is 3. So that's just my background, basically.
Well, if you have 2 small kids, you're very busy already, and I know you are busy. What possessed you to run for office?
Well, there were just a few things. Started following county council about a couple years ago. You know, just different things that kind of came up for votes. Just some of the non-normal things. You know, the purchase of the property over by the 4-H fairgrounds. I lived back there. It was just kind of concerning to me that was purchased and why, what the plan was. You know, the merit-based pay. You know, that was quickly kind of put to the side, and that wasn't considered more. So, you know, just some of those things I think I would have weighed in a little bit more on the, you know, decision-making process, you know, just tried to keep the conversation a little bit more open and just keeping that going a little more, you know, because it just kind of seems like here in Dubois County, people are kind of happy just to kind of just go with the flow and let things keep going the way that they've always been done, and that works great a lot of the times. You know, if the wheel's not broken, don't fix it. But, you know, as a young person, I feel like that's almost the missing dynamic on the council right now. You know, some younger people, you know, for those young families, getting that opinion, and then just kind of opening up the broader dialogue on the council, you know, to just talk through issues in a different way.
Okay, you may have actually answered my next question, but there may be more to that. What are issues or concerns that you think the county council will have to address here in the coming 4 years?
Well, you know, I think the merit-based pay will probably come up again, and so that's one thing. You know, there's just a tremendous number of things. The corrections facility, you know, the underfunding of that. You know, what are some steps, creative steps that might be undertaken there? And, you know, one thing that I like, you know, about me, I'm just not afraid to dig in there, call other people, find out, network with people, and see maybe what other counties have come across, because it sounds like this is a common problem throughout Indiana with the corrections facility. You know, that's underfunded in a lot of places, but just, you know, network with other counties and people on how that was taken care of and how they're dealing with the problem.
Okay. Any other issues that, I guess there's always going to be money problems for any county.
Yeah, right. Well, the one really positive thing about Dubois County is that our county has really some conservative spending habits. You know, we have a great, you know, reserve. You know, so, I mean, that's a really great thing. Hats off to the hardworking citizens here. I mean, we have a great work ethic here in Dubois County, you know, so there's just, that's one great thing. So we can be proud of that.
Now, I'm going to let you have a free open microphone, I guess, or open camera to the viewers for your closing remarks. Okay.
Well, one thing that I hadn't mentioned earlier is that I graduated from Heritage Hills in 1998. I graduated from USI with a Bachelor of Arts degree in German and Math education, and I taught at Heritage Hills for 2.5 years. And right now, I'm a stay-at-home mom. I have a Mary Kay business that I've been working for 10 years. You know, just some of the things in my background as far as work experience and things. You know, I do accounting for my parents' cheese business and different things like that. So numbers, I'm a math geek.
Okay.
You know, the numbers coming and going. That's one reason I think that the county council just really piqued my interest, that, you know, just those numbers and how things come and go. But let's see here. You know, I just kind of in closing, I guess, I want to bring that fresh perspective to the council. You know, just new ideas, fresh way of thinking about things. Every organization needs that sometimes, I think, and now's the time for that. Just another thing, improving economic opportunities here in Dubois County. one thing we aren't really paying much attention to, I don't think, is that our population is aging. And as the population ages, we just need to be thinking about how that might affect the dynamic. Having jobs for the people that are going to be needing to take care of a more aging population and the services that those people are going to need. And then also to improve government efficiency and cost effectiveness. Like I said, we are doing a great job in Dubois County of conservatively spending, but I think we can always do better. Every organization can do better, to stretch those tax dollars further. And that's something that we practice in our own household. We don't use debt spending. We never make or spend more than we make. But some of the just ideas I have about how we can do that is maybe rethinking the budgeting process. I'm not necessarily going to go in there and try to redo everything by any means, but zero-based budgeting, it has its merits. And then doing the merit-based pay, I like the idea of possibly doing a small across-the-board pay increase for everybody, but then maybe doing like bonuses for specific markers. Like if your department can return X number of dollars or a certain percentage of your budget back to the general fund, maybe there could be some bonuses for that. Whenever you put things back into the employees' hands, kind of the owners of the organization, then they can have a little bit more buy-in on how they can creatively do things to save money within the organization. Businesses do that all over the country and have great results at it. And then maybe have a little bit more collaboration with the other county executives, like the mayors and the school boards, just to kind of have a future plan for how things are going down the road. I think that's something that needs to be paid a little bit more attention to here in Dubois County. It seems like each entity is kind of unto itself. Mm-hmm. And if we're kind of collaborating a little more, we can have a cost savings in that way, to have a plan working forward and working together toward goals. So as you're weighing out how you want to vote here in May, if you vote in the Republican primary, you'll see my name on the ballot if you're in District 3, which that includes Columbia, Hall, Marion, Jefferson, Jackson, and Ferdinand, the whole eastern half of the county. So if you vote in the Republican primary, you'll see me there. And you'll all definitely see my name on the ballot in November. So I appreciate your support and your vote. If you have any questions, you can always go to my Facebook page, Klem for Council. And even if you don't have Facebook, you can still go on the internet and punch in facebook.com/Klem for Council, and you can see me there.
Okay, well, thank you very much. It's been a pleasure talking to you.
Thank you, Bill. Thanks for the opportunity. Appreciate it.
Charmian Klem is running for Dubois County Council District number 3. It's hard to keep track of all of those on the Republican ticket. Now, while she is unopposed, you can still vote for her in the Republican primary, but she will definitely be on the ballot in the general election coming up in November. Charmian, thank you for being our guest, and thank you for watching WJTS Inform. We are local people watching local people.